Everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Ria Varsami and I'm a shamanic astrologer. Today I will be sharing with you astrological information about the upcoming new moon that is happening in the energy of Scorpio on the 13th of November. If you are in Europe, it's happening at 10:27 a.m. Central European time, that is Berlin time. If you are in the States, it's happening also on the 13th of November at 4:27 a.m. And if you are in Australia, because I receive a lot of messages from you guys, what about the Southern Hemisphere? For you guys, it's happening also on the 13th of November at 8:27 p.m. So, first of all, I want to say thank you all so much for the beautiful comments that you're writing. They make me have a big smile on my face when I read them. And thank you so much all for the messages. Thank you so much. So this new moon is it's an amazing one. And if I can put one thing to this new moon, like the first thing is the magician. This new moon activates the archetype of the magician in us. This is the main energy. Every time we have a new moon is a beginning of a new cycle. We have the opportunity to start brand new. But this new moon, it's a big time beginning of a new cycle, because it's kind of like cutting all the cords with the past and having the opportunity for us to start brand new, like even from zero, from scratch, and just create whatever we want. Gives us, like, let's say, our power back as creators. So before I continue, if you are not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can support my work. Also, feel free to follow me on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. I post there quite regularly also things about astrology. So first of all, every time we have a new moon, we have the sun and the moon in conjunction in the same degrees, and this time the sun and the moon are in Scorpio. Together with the sun and the moon, we have also Mars, which happens to be the ruler, the ancient ruler of Scorpio, also in conjunction. So we have the moon, the sun and Mars in Scorpio. This is a lot of Scorpio. So this is a lot of, like, a strong activation. So the Scorpio energy is the archetype of the magician. The magician has the power to create his own reality. The magician knows that can manifest anything out of thin air, which is the thoughts. We can manifest anything out of the thoughts, right? So this new moon brings a new cycle for us to really connect with our power, connect with this power that we are creator. And Mars, which is the ruler also and is also in conjunction, is calling us to take action. Mars is the planet of action, of manifestation, of materializing, and also is also how we embody our masculine energy, how we use the masculine. If we are men or women, doesn't matter, we both have masculine energy. So this is very, like, strong. When I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh my, I have to just, like, sit and make this video. Like, this energy was coming up, and it was all about, is a big activation. So this new moon is a big activation of our power. And also wherever phase you are out in your life, doesn't matter if you are in a very amazing phase, everything is working, or if you are not and things are not working the same that you want, doesn't really matter, because this new moon gives you the opportunity to completely regenerate, start from scratch and create anything. This is like this kind of opportunity to create anything you want, anything you visualize, anything you think, anything you make, also the action. Because yes, we can make vision boards, we can think of things, but also we have to take action, right? So to materialize, it's really important to take the action. So what makes this new moon also super, super interesting is that comes straight after the eclipse season. So we've been going through two major eclipses, solar and lunar. Was all about transformation, death, rebirth, letting all of these things that we are not asked to die. And now we are waiting for this new moon to, like, be like, okay, but it's not like that. This new moon also keeps working with the same energy of the eclipse, and is like really like, you have to let go of all these old parts. You have to let go of all the things that is not you. You have to let go of people, of situations that are not aligned with the life that you want to create for yourself. So this also is coming up. And also because it's in Scorpio, Scorpio also represents depth, the deepest parts of our soul. So this is a time also with this new moon, your soul is coming up and says, wait a minute, who am I? This question, who am I? What is my power? Wait a minute, because what they told me is not true. What is my real power? What I'm here? And your power is the magician. All of us, we are magicians, and we can create. And we have the power to create through our thoughts, and then what we think, what we speak, that's how we create. And also we have to take action. So that's why this new moon is amazing for this. So also you might be experiencing a lot of spiritual awakening happening at this time. This is actually a new moon that brings this awakening, because the moon and the sun, they do opposition with Uranus. If you see the chart, they're opposites, and Uranus is the planet of awakening, of sudden change, and how we find freedom. So this new moon is calling us to awake and also to make this change. And also it's like a lot of, as I said, a lot of things we have to let go. And a lot of people might also be experiencing Kundalini risings under this particular new moon because of the Scorpio energy and the activation of Uranus. And this is, as I said, I see this new moon as a great opportunity to just start from zero, to just create anything that you want, because of the position, also the opposition with Uranus. But you have to be open. You have to be open to let go of the old part of you to die. So you have to go really into this death process that also is going to bring you a lot of awakening to what is your soul, to the truest essence of your soul as well. So it's not an easy new moon. It's not an easy new moon, because yes, it's nice to talk about these things and the words sound really nice, but where we are in this death process and also connecting with the deepest part of the soul can feel scary, can feel a lot, and this is normal. And when it happens, allow it to happen and allow the true self to rise up. This is the point of this new moon, our true self, the truest part of us to rise, which is the soul. So as I said, good questions to ask is what is my power, who I am, who am I? And also always when you try to connect, ask the soul to give you the guidance. Don't ask any I mean, you can ask also spirit guide, angels, whatever, but the purest information can always come from the soul. So your soul knows. So always ask the soul, especially if you're in the beginning on your spiritual path, because you know, when we channel stuff and we're in the beginning, also things can get a little bit messy there. So when we call the soul, it can be very clear. So now another thing I want to say here, I'm looking at my notes. The moon does a trine with Neptune as well, and Neptune is the planet of spirituality, of the dream work, of intuition. So this new moon not only does all these things with the awakening and the power, but also activates our intuition, activates our dream world. It shows us what is there in our subconscious, because the dream world, Neptune represents also the subconscious. So we have the possibility to see what is in the subconscious. We have the possibility also to receive guidance through the dreams. And of course, our intuition is our guide always. And under this new moon, big time is our guidance. So whatever is happening right now in your life, this new phase, this new beginning that we are going through, the guidance is going to come from your intuition. Your intuition, this gut feeling is going to tell you what to do next and what is good for your soul. And one more thing I want to share with you also, we had Saturn actually moving direct. So that happened on the 4th of November, which is quite far for the new moon, but the planets, they don't work like so linear. It's not like the day came and just finished. We still have the effect after, right? So Saturn is the Lord of Karma, and is the planet that we learn the most. And when Saturn is in retrograde, it's the period of the year when we learn the most. And Saturn goes retrograde every year for 4.5 months. So Saturn was in retrograde for 17th of June until the 4th of November, and was in Pisces, in the first degrees of Pisces, which Pisces is all about spirituality, it's all about healing, it's all about intuition, psychic gifts, all this connection with the divine. And this is not something that can happen all the time, because Saturn does a 28 to 29 year cycle, so it's not all the time in Pisces retrograding in these degrees. So this was an amazing period to learn about the false light, about people presenting themselves as healers, as teachers, and they are working for different agendas. So there was a lot of these things coming up, and also about spirituality. What is true spirituality? What is actually what we presented as New Age and all this stuff we see everywhere, yoga, whatever stuff, like Is this the true spirituality or is something else? These were questions that arise, and each of us had different lessons to learn for ourselves, and also depending on our soul journey, where we are, we learn different lessons. But I want to also to bring some awareness of this, especially about false light. This is a big one, and Saturn retrograde in Pisces brought a lot of these. My left ear is like busy, buzzing. So yeah, make sure you reflect on that as well, because this new moon also is going to help you to close this chapter of this learning that you had with Saturn and start new. So if you consider, for example, a person that was a healer or a friend or whatever, and this person was actually sucking energy from you, or doing whatever things, this is something you have to look at, or any kind of experience. I just want to bring this up to the light so you are aware of it. So make sure you reflect from 17th of June until the 4th of November approximately, see what was happening, what you're learning, and use this to empower you in this new cycle. Use this lesson. So yes, that's all. That's all I have to share with you. This is a very strong activation. Really, always I recommend with the new moon and the full moon, take time with yourself, connect with your soul. The soul has all the answers of everything, everything that ever happened. So connect with your soul, ask, and yeah, see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.